I have faced a failure at every moment. Even walking is failure for me. It took me many years to master walking with my walking crutch. That's how my journey with the failure started. And I learned that failures could be the lessons. And we keep trying, we learn the lesson. The failure is when we don't learn the lesson from failures. At the same time, I realized one thing. We keep trying, but at some point in time, we will know that it's not going to work. At that point of time, most people will use this blind willpower that I can't fail. I need to really pass through this one. In those situations, I have rather thought that how can I leverage whatever I learned in failure, whatever collateral I created during the failure, can I leverage it differently? For example, at one point in time, I did start the business, but I failed miserably. But all those experimentation I did, I then repositioned those in the corporate world. And that's where I got all my leadership and management successes. As a researcher, I realized is that when people are exposed to failures, whether it's business, project, or otherwise, if we shorten the time in which you are going to face those failures, your speed to learn and mastery is shortened big time. Now, it might be counterintuitive because the moment you're going to face the failure, you're going to slow down. It's going to be a kind of war for you. But we're talking about long-term success, that your long-term time to mastery will go down big time if you leverage failures. In science, they call it productive failures or deliberate failures. Particularly those pilots are being trained that way. They are exposed to the failures at a very high rate than normal. Their senses get accustomed to this new rate of failure. So when they fly the plane, they are much more proficient compared to any other pilot trained traditionally. From a business standpoint, my philosophy is that we need to accept the failures and keep learning from our failures and leverage it.